Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, welcome to your July reading. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Truly appreciate you watching this video. We're going to take a look at what to expect in the month of July. We'll look at money, love, career. I'm going to look at overall energy. I'm also going to look at what your biggest spiritual work is this month. We'll look at your blessings. We'll look at what you need to release. We'll look at your challenges, all that kind of stuff. So definitely watch this video if you're a Leo. Take some time to make yourself some tea and chill out with me. Alrighty, guys, we're going to jump right in here. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If nothing resonates on this video, I got plenty of others. Don't forget, give it one of these. Tell your friends and tell your friends and follow me for more, okay? All right, let's see what we got overall, Leo. Overall for Leo in the month of July. What does July look like for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Okay, you have contract and it's in reverse, and I really don't like this. This is scary. Okay, so let me read it for you. It's card number 6. Here is what you need to know. The contract card reverse indicates the ending of a previous connection or where a future commitment is concerned. It could bring warnings of delays or perhaps even possible disappointments. The sale of a house could fall through, the job offer might not come when expected, or a romantic union may be stalled. Don't give up hope, however. This delay may provide some purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. This card reverse cautions you not to become desperate. Your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome even more. Continue taking action, even if it's in another direction, and your patient resolve will pay off. If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present and loving. That person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. Now, I do want to say this quickly because if you know, you know, we currently are in a Mercury retrograde. And with something like this too, I know it didn't mention it, but we also need to be very careful when looking over contracts and what we're getting into when this is in reverse, especially now since we're in a Mercury retrograde. Okay, legal things, all of that stuff. Look at what you're signing before you actually sign it. Okay, Leos. All right, cool. I felt like that was supposed to be your blessing, but I mean, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, you know, and it's a good, I think, important reminder that when we're constantly trying to press something to happen, sometimes we actually make that, like it said, put it on a delay or prolong something that's the inevitable. Okay, so just be aware of that this month. Let's look at your biggest challenge. What's your biggest challenge, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? You guys see my paint patch there? I'm in the middle of renovating my place. All right, guys. So, yes, I've been a little bit scarce and I apologize, but I do also live a life. I got to, you know, deal with my own stuff too. Okay, you guys got the Chess Queen. This is your biggest challenge right now, and this is trust and strategizing. Let's look at what that is. It's card number 30. Sorry, there's like a little glare and I can't see. And I also did not bring my readers over here. All right, why is this your challenge or your challenge this month? It simply means you're living too much in your head, planning, scheduling, and strategizing what your future is going to look like and how and when it will unfold. Remember this saying, "A man plans and God laughs." You cannot know the power and beauty that is meant for you until you let go and ask for divine guidance. The laws of cause and effect apply here. Don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be for your highest good. We just talked about that. Both of these cards, excuse me, both of these cards this month, they're really talking about letting go. Stop trying to plan everything. Sometimes you just need to let things flow and happen, right? And that when we try to often plan, sometimes those plans don't go the way we expected. So it says, don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be for your highest good. Instead, ask for miracles, set aside for you and you alone. What does Spirit want for you? Perhaps it's time to let go and turn your life over to the care of a higher power. You can never lose when Spirit plays the game of life on your behalf. So Leo, I would just look at like, what's the big thing for you right now? You know, like, is it a relationship? Are you trying to push a connection where maybe you just need to relax and see how that unfolds? Are you digging into some area of your life where you think you need to push and push and push and push when all of the energy is pointing toward you being directed instead of trying to make something happen, right? A lot of times for me too, like looking from it as like from a coaching perspective, this is about a beingness. Many times people are trying to push to make something when it's all about changing your beingness, like what's happening internally with you, instead of trying to push outside circumstances and make it fall into place for us. Okay, so there's that. That could be a challenge for you this month. Let's get an angel number and see what the angel message is. Okay. All right. Let's see what the angel message is today for Leo for the month of July. You got 000. I love this. And it is divine guidance. Like, come on. All three of these cards are about being divinely guided this month and really connecting with Spirit deeply and allowing your higher self, your connection with Spirit to guide you through this month. Okay, really trust. And like I said, you know, the Chess Queen is about trust as well. So really powerful message here. It says, you're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. Trust in the divine plan for your life this month. Okay, Leo? All right. Let's look at your spiritual journey, which, I mean, we're getting a really good idea, but what's the other work? Sorry, this is my microphone sticking out there. What's the other work for Leo? What else spiritually does Leo get to pay attention to this month? It's almost our season, babes. It's almost our season. Meow, pause up top. I'm so excited. I am turning 52 this year. Who else has a big birthday? Not that it's my big birthday. 52 isn't a huge birthday. My 50th birthday was a big birthday, but who else is, anybody else having a dirty 30 or 40th or 50th or 60th? What's up? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's see what we got here. There we go. Spiritual lessons, the path. Y'all, I can't get a clearer reading about what this month is focusing on for you guys. It's the 22 card. Let me read it for you. All right. The path, it says, sometimes what's important to you can be buried under layers of self-judgment and busyness. For you to get really clear on what you want and experience in your life, start writing down everything that makes you happy, even if it seems silly or trivial, such as the daily availability of your favorite food or drink. These small experiences can be easily overlooked, although they add such richness to your life and can help you in decision-making processes. Now, this card here, it talks about the question you need to ask yourself is, what experiences would you like as your journey along your life path? So you may really be sitting with that this month. What experience do I want to have? Right? And letting go and trusting and energetically sending out the signal for that. Okay, makes sense? Like, not trying to push for everything, but like, what is the experience that I want to have? And if that's the experience that I want to have, then why am I pushing so much in other directions? Why am I doing that instead of what I truly desire? Okay. So again, I think this month is a lot about letting go, letting your spirit, letting your higher self and letting your connection with Spirit really lead the way here in July. Some of you may really find your path at this time. And I don't mean just like, yeah, I'm on the right path, but like a deeper meaning with your path and where you really want to be in your life and what you desire. Okay. So it says, Get really clear on what is important to you. And then once you understand this, you can take an action. Be courageous and move forward. There will be many mysteries to discover along your journey, all of which will lead you to freedom and self-realization. Really, really nice message here. Okay, guys. So let's dive into the good stuff. That was kind of heavy, wasn't it? Oh, a little bit heavy. Okay, let's see what kind of good shit's coming your way this month. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It just started raining. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but thunderstorms all the time now. We have the Unicorn. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe this month. Okay, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. I had to take a phone call. But I believe I was talking about the Unicorn. Just success, freedom, healing, and magic available to you if you believe. And that's the important part. It's actually believing in it. Because if you don't believe it, then you ain't gonna see it, right? Okay, let's jump back in here and see what other blessings we have for the month of July. We have the World. Love that for you. Some of you could be traveling or planning travel, but this is also about being open to new possibilities happening in your life at this time. So new chapters, opening new chapters, learning, closing out old lessons, and stepping into a learning stage with new ones, okay? World is also communication. Some good communication coming through, maybe some good messages for you, okay? Let's see. And we have the Phoenix. Love that for you guys. The Phoenix is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It says, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So yes, Leos, like we said, it is our time. Okay, babes? It's literally our time to shine. And a lot of you might be feeling that sort of Phoenix energy, okay? All right, let's take a look at career and money. Let's start getting into the bulk of this reading here. We have competition, so maybe there's a little bit of competition for a position happening on the job, okay? Or you feel like you're in competition with others. We have dressing to impress, so some of you may be getting some new clothing this month, or just changing the way you're dressing up for work. Maybe they're enforcing a dress code too. And we have benefits. That's so weird. I feel like we had these last week. What the hell? And you guys are seeing me like shuffle this, right? Let's get one more because that's weird. I feel like we just had that last week or something. We have growth. We have growth as well. So you may be growing in a position, or there's an opportunity to move around this month for growth in a job position. All right, my friends, let's dive right in and see what else we've got when it comes to money and career. And then we'll do the love portion, okay? And I'm going to be doing a singles reading as well and see what's coming up for the singles. All right, let's see. Let's talk about love for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Overall with love, we have the 10. Wait, is that the 8? That's the 8 of Wands in reverse. Oh boy, there's some delays, some blocks going on here. Are these all in reverse? Maybe. All right, anyway, everything happens for a reason. There's some delays. There's maybe some miscommunications too. We have the King of Wands. We also have the Magician in reverse. Oh shit, I'm not liking this. All right. What else do we have regarding love? We have the Knight of Wands. I'm going to have to clarify this one. What else? What else? Oh, we got 2 cards. The 5 of Wands in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Oof. Looks like some of you are going through something challenging with somebody here. What's the biggest challenge with a relationship? Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a look into this. I want to see overall why we have the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, or sorry, 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords here we have now. Why is this King of Wands here? Magician in reverse. Oh shit. Guys, I'm not liking this. Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Oof. Okay. 5 Page of Wands in reverse. The Magician again. Six of, oof. I'm going to put this up. Okay. So there's disagreements here. Biggest challenge, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Seven of, oof. Okay. So biggest challenge here, I'm just going to be honest with you. It feels like a huge lesson, okay, that you're taking away from this connection, because I do not see anything good here. I'm seeing manipulation. I'm seeing things being revealed here with the King of Wands and the Moon. And what it looks like to me, guys, especially with this Magician, the Chariot, somebody has willfully been attempting to manipulate you, okay? Manipulating your will, getting you to try to see things as they are not, and making you believe that that's the way they are. I have a person here who, when they're bored, Four of Cups with the Knight of Wands, is doing things they shouldn't be doing, talking to people, that kind of stuff. I also have here this energy of trying to change something in a relationship because it's boring. Okay, so I do have two sort of storylines that I'm picking up here, and a need to want to change that. The Magician, Five of Wands in reverse, right? Like not fighting the change. That needs to happen, because there has been some stuff that's been disagreed on here. Six of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. It's like we can't all agree on this stuff. For others in our other story where things are going totally wrong here, there is jealousy. And I feel like your person has accused you of being a jealous kind of person while willfully manipulating you in order to make you jealous on purpose. Maybe so they can get attention. I feel like what you're dealing with here is somebody who could, I don't want to say narcissistic, but they seem to be a huge manipulator, and they've been doing things to manipulate you to get some sort of attention out of you. And I think you're noticing that. It's like, how do I want to say this? It's like they're bored, right? They literally do stupid shit and create drama because they're bored. They're looking to other people because they're bored for attention, and trying to make you jealous at the same time. For some of you, I feel like this is a breakup that you had, and like now the person is like doing all these different things in their stories, or on their social media, to try to make you jealous, like they've moved on to something bigger and better. But the truth of the matter is they're already having problems. Six of Pentacles and Five of Wands in that connection too. Okay, so whoever this is, it just seems like a bullshit manipulator, a manipulating artist here. We have the biggest challenges, Seven of Swords. This is deception, right? Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. This is about learning your independence by realizing what deception is here, or what this deception looks like. So as to say, you are claiming your independence by being able to clearly see that you are now learning that this is some sort of game. This is some sort of objective this person has to purposely divert your attention, right? If they're playing games and talking to other people while still manipulating you into believing that you're not paying them enough attention, or you're not doing something for them here, okay? Clearly what you have is somebody who needs too much attention that you can't possibly give them, and you shouldn't have to. You're looking, one of your lessons here feels like independence is something that's important to you, to have in a partnership. So I feel like this is teaching you that, like, you're being able to see how this person is playing all these games because they don't have that sense of independence about themselves. They constantly need some sort of validation, so they manipulate you and they manipulate other people in order to get it. And even if you're not with this person and have ended this relationship, they're still trying to do it now. And I think that you pick up on that, okay? Now, if we're talking about a relationship that is not dog shit right now, then we're looking at a situation where it's like there has been some sort of mess up here with the communication. Things haven't been moving, and so it feels really stuck, and you guys are trying to figure out what to do here. Okay, some things may have come out here with the moon or been illuminated, that somebody may have some sort of fears about moving forward with this, because there's a sense of trying to manipulate the feelings instead of do something about it, right? Like, as to say, you're saying, hey, I need dates every week, whatever. And this person, oh, you're just insecure. You just need attention. You're just bored. I told you I loved you 2 weeks ago. Like, that's not good enough for you, right? So I see that there's a sense of changing things here with the Magician and the Five of Wands in reverse. It's kind of like putting that combative arguing thing to the side and say, okay, we're changing this, we're going to change this. Okay, so I think if this is you having this issue with your person, then I think things are shifting, because it has been, again, an area of contention. Six of Pentacles is like reciprocity, right? This person may have been fighting the reciprocity because they think they already do enough, but the truth of the matter is that you're still feeling like enough isn't being done here. Okay, so I do think that while this is a challenging energy to figure out how you're going to proceed in this connection here with the Six of Pentacles, Five of Wands, I think your biggest challenge is maybe personal too. It may be learning to be independent, like seeing how this person is teaching you a little more of independence, because sometimes we take things the wrong way, Leo. Don't get mad at me, but you could be taking this the wrong way. Maybe your person really isn't trying to do these things, but you're perceiving it that way. Okay. And so that's a challenge of like, how am I looking at this? How can I independently know and understand that this person isn't trying to do anything manipulative or trying to be deceptive. They do care about me. They do love me. It's just that maybe this person doesn't show it the way that I'm looking for it to be outwardly shown to me. Okay. So I am seeing a little bit of that. I just want to see what's a potential outcome here. What's the potential outcome? Three of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. Some people are going to recommit, rededicate, and work together on this connection. Okay, recommit, rededicate, and work together. Now let's see what your other situation is. The Star and the Hierophant. Okay. I think someone is hopeful, the Star and the Knight of Cups, to be able to figure this out and work things out with you guys. Staying to some plan, some sort of rules here when it comes to the person who's been more unruly and looking for this attention. Okay. If you're separated, from this person, I think this is you finding a connection. Like, if somebody has been trying to make you jealous, I think this is your commitment to yourself to stay hopeful about finding somebody who is going to be committed and do love by the rules, right? Not have to try to manipulate people, not try to have to, like, I don't know, how do I want to say that? Like, be needy, right? I get the sense that somebody here is too needy for a lot of people's attention. So I think you're looking for a connection that is not like that. Okay, my friends, we're going to look at singles in a moment, but where's my other card deck? I want to look at this deck really quick and see what other messages we have to wrap this portion up. I also want to get like what your money situation is looking like. I'm going to get 2 cards for that because I feel like I didn't dive into that portion enough. Okay, what's the messages you have here regarding this connection? Okay, we have the Phoenix again, all right? And it says new phase, rekindle, renew, regrowth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. Like I said before, that's this energy, this Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, the Star, the Knight of Cups. It's remaining hopeful about the kind of love that you truly deserve, that kind of follows the rules, right? It's not outside of the rules. Manipulating people, doing all this extra shit, that's totally unnecessary, okay? What else? And then we have the Chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependencies, which I can see in this connection. When somebody is, you know, having that codependent thing or fear of people abandoning them, then they tend to continually try to reach out for other people's attention. Codependency, it's like they can't get on with their own lives without having somebody there for them. Okay, I mean, stand on your own 2 feet, sir. Okie dokie. Let me just take a look at money really quick, and then I'm going to grab a couple of cards for singles. Talk to me about Leo's money situation in July. We have Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of stress here around money. What else? And the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so some of you are feeling maybe like you're falling out of alignment with money. There may be a little bit of stress here around emotional spending or anything like that. Why we have the Lovers? Clarify that with money. The Sun, Nine of Swords. Oh, Four of Pentacles. Okay. Ugh. So some of you may have a difficult time saving money, or trying to put money together here, okay? Because maybe you're doing things and trying to enjoy yourself. For some of you, you know, it's going to be your birthday month in the end of July. So maybe you're doing a little, you know, spending when you don't feel good, or just to make yourself feel good here. So be careful of that. Okay, and the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles, which is actually good. So a lot of you, while you might feel misaligned with your money and like you need to kind of hold on to it, be careful of that hoarding thing, because that's come up a lot in the beginning of this reading about trying to control things. It's more about our beingness. So some of you are going to realize you're falling into alignment with money because of your beingness, not all the work that you feel you need to put into this that is creating extra stress for you, okay? The Queen of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that there are financial opportunities coming your way that are going to make you feel happy, satisfied, but it's also because of some sort of emotional shift here that you're getting job, you're getting some sort of bonus and or money offer. All right, guys, so I do love that for you, okay? Let's jump to the sangles real quick and see what we got going on. Sangles. And then I'm going to tell you what you need to let go of, and I'm going to give you a closing angel message. Okay, guys? All right, let's see. Singles, we have the Eight of Cups. You like this bullshit. I'm not doing... And the Queen of Pentacles. So, let's see. Give me one more. Singles. Oh, that's Four of Pentacles. Okay. Some of these cards, it's like hard to tell what it is. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. I think some of you are really protecting your peace right now when it comes to making connections with people. You're really looking for stability, but you're not looking for the type of person who wants to hold on to you so tight in the very beginning that you feel uncomfortable, okay? So let me see here. I think some of you are running into somebody who's a little too much. Yeah, maybe just trying to go a little too fast here, Leo, and that feels uncomfortable for you. Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. Being a little selfish, maybe even, especially with you and your time. We have the Six of Cups. And what's the Queen of Pentacles? The Death card. Yeah, some of you may terminate a connection here because it's reminding you too much of some sort of connection in the past. All right, guys? And if you're single, you may have reconnected with somebody from the past who's trying to hang on to what this was like before. But I think you've changed. I think you've changed here, singles, so you're not really interested in being the same person. I think there's something that you've kind of emotionally left behind and walked away from, while this person is still trying to hang on to that old thing and invest in it. For others of you, this is going to feel like somebody who's just holding on too tight and trying to go too fast when you're not really ready for that. And the Six of Cups is like bringing to memory how this is reminiscent of a relationship before, or a connection before, that you disconnected from and you don't want anything to do with it. So respectfully, you're returning yourself to balance here by saying, not for me, my guy, thanks, peace, two fingers, okie dokie. Now I get a third scenario here that just came up for me. Somebody is connected to someone who is having a moment where they are deciding that they want to hold on to you. They want to invest in this connection, okay? This could be somebody who maybe you felt like there was a disconnect from them. Maybe they were kind of between you, maybe another person. They come and go out of your life. I feel like they come and go out of your life. And I feel like something's changing here. So if before they were like, listen, I don't want a relationship, this person, I feel, if you're single, is coming back around and making it known like, hey, I want this to change. I think you might be it. Like, I think I want to give this a chance and really settle down. So what I get here is the sense that maybe somebody wasn't ready to settle down before. Like when you first talked to them, they seem to be revisiting this. I have strong Pisces. I have Scorpio here. They may be wanting to revisit this and saying to you, hey, I want to apologize for kind of emotionally dodging this. I think this is what I want. Will you give this a shot with me? Okay, will you give this a shot? So I'm going to see what you guys want to do about that, Sangles. Does Leo want to give this a shot? You do. You have, what is this? Nine of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And what else? Or is it the Eight? No, it's the Eight. I'm sorry, my bad. So it's the working on it card. And the Two of Swords. I think you're going to think about it. But I do think that many of you are considering working on this. What's the Two of Swords? Yeah, Two of Wands. I think you're taking time. You're not just deciding. You're like, I don't know. If this person kind of avoided committing before and now they're realizing they want to do this, I don't know. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. How's that here? Yes, Knight of Swords. So I do think that there will be some sort of conversation around this, but you'll also let this person know, I'm going at my pace and I need to see some things. I need to experience some things here. I need to sit with this before I can actually make a decision. I'm not jumping into this, okay? And whatever this is going to be, then it's going to take work at this, because there's an element, I think, of not trusting with that Two of Swords that I'm picking up, okay? So you may feel this is a little bit fishy, or maybe you felt before like this person was like, I don't know if I could be with you, but then was with somebody else, and now they're like, but it's you. So you might feel a little confusion over this, okay? So you're going to be able to take your time. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oof, sorry. You're going to want to take your time on this, okay, guys? Let's take a look here and see, what do you need to surrender? Hold on, what do you need to surrender first? I feel like I got to sneeze again. I'm so sorry, guys. Oof. I get a chill. and then that's it. Then I started sneezing fast. All right. What does Leo need to surrender in the month of July? Surrender comparisons with other people. That's right, babe, because you are fucking amazing and you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody else, my loves. It says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, your own attractiveness, and your own power. All of that is already within you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't do it, okay? So be in that practice this month, okay, my loves? All right. And your angel messages, let's see, what's the final message you have for Leo for the month of July? Spirit, what's the final message? You have perfect timing. We've had a lot around divine and or perfect timing for the month of July. And it says, now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I do hope this helped. If it did, please don't forget, support your girl by giving me the like. Don't forget to sub. Come on back and see me. All right, guys. I love you so much, and happy early Leo season. Bye.